What's going on, guys? This is Ella here and welcome back to my Swansea City career mode. I am so sorry I haven't uploaded this in over 2 weeks. This is season 2 episode 8. Before we go further on in the video, I just want to address a couple of things. First of all, one massive thank you for 700 subscribers. I'm absolutely chuffed to have reached that landmark. When I started uploading earlier this year, I think I had around 470 subscribers, so we've gained earlier this year. Shit, it's January. Happy New Year. I haven't even said that on my channel yet. There's a lot of things to cover. I haven't uploaded in a while. But yeah, I think I had about 470 subscribers when I started uploading back in October time-ish. So we've practically gone up 230 subscribers. But a massive thank you. I'm chuffed to have hit 700 subscribers. Just adjusting my mic there. I'm going to say right now that this career mode episode is quite a good one, actually. Really enjoyed the gameplay in this one, but I'm not going to be talking about the gameplay too much just because I've got some things that I need to address. There's a lot of things I haven't talked about on my channel, and I thought I may as well do it in this video. Just while there's no Champions League games to play, there's no transfer window open, and nothing's happening out of game. So I'll just leave the gameplay speak for itself, and I'll go and run through a couple of topics that I really want to cover. Now then, obviously the first one, 700 subscribers, I've said that. The second one is why there has not been a lot of uploads on this channel recently. Now, the main reason why I haven't been uploading is obviously there was the Christmas break and then the New Year, so obviously I've been celebrating them with my family and friends and whatnot. Believe it or not, I do actually have friends. But yeah, I've been celebrating them too with that, so that's been the reason why I haven't uploaded over that kind of time. And then quickly after Christmas, I realised I started my new job. January the 3rd, I started my new job. And with that being said, it kind of limited me, especially over the last week or so, just because obviously getting into the routine of getting a job again. And whenever I got home from work, I wasn't really jumping on PlayStation. I was too tired. And when I was jumping on PlayStation, I just didn't want to record. I didn't want to edit. It's been a tired. Anyway, I've been tired the last couple of weeks basically, and you know, editing videos and recording videos takes a lot of time and effort, and it's just something that I was I couldn't be bothered basically. Didn't have the motivation for it. But moving on from that, now obviously I'm going to start uploading a bit more. And the thing was as well, I may as well add on from that, is on the weekend, even when I do want to record on the weekend and I've got time, it's like the weekend league, and I want to play the weekend league on Ultimate Team. So yeah, I did do that again this weekend. Didn't finish as well as I did last weekend. No spoilers on that. But let's go on to the next thing, which I believe I still haven't talked about yet on my channel, is the Bob Bradley sack. And it happened a couple of weeks ago. Was it? I don't think it was a couple of months ago. It was a couple of weeks ago, Bob Bradley sacking. I just want to go into a bit more detail on it, to be honest. I know a lot of people commented on my videos and asked me that way, and I did respond to them. A few people asked me on Twitter as well, which I may as well plug my Twitter here as Memphis hits the post there. That was a cracking effort. But I may as well give a little plug here to my Twitter. I'm not going to lie, I'm probably not worth following in terms of, like, I don't tweet a lot, and my tweets, even when I do tweet, aren't good tweets. But I know a lot of people like Reese, I know you message me a lot, and Murray 15 Gaming, I think I pronounced that right, I've probably butchered it, but we speak a lot on Twitter, and I speak a lot to a lot of different people on Twitter. A lot of people just ask me my opinions and stuff, you know, Swans related or not, you know, football related, and it's a nice way to talk to people about football and stuff. So if you ever just need one more person for an opinion, please message me and I'll respond. But yeah, Bob Bradley, I haven't talked about that yet on this channel. I do quickly want to say that I don't feel sorry for Bob Bradley, but he seems like a really nice guy. He seems like a nice guy off the pitch, you know, he talked well. But for me, it wasn't Bob Bradley's fault that he did poor in the Premier League. Well, no, that might be a bit of a lie. My issue is that Bob Bradley should not... My chair's squeaking. Bob Bradley should not have been appointed in the first place. I completely agree with what John Hartson said when it was coming close to the time that Bob Bradley was going to get sacked. Bob Bradley would not have got anywhere near that Swansea job had there not been American investors in the club. That's period, full stop. But, like, Bob, I think it would have been like a good appointment had we had sort of the players to experiment with. The problem was that Bob Bradley didn't have any of his own players, and the players that he did inherit weren't good enough. But for me, it just wasn't the right time or place for Bob Bradley to be coming into the Premier League and experimenting. It needed someone with a lot of experience and a lot of personality as well. Someone like Harry Redknapp would have been good, but I'm not going to go on about who and what and where. Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to go on about who should have been appointed and who shouldn't. But I just think Bob Bradley. He shouldn't have been appointed in the first place. He wasn't ready for it, especially the situation that he picked the Swans up in. I will say what I've learned over the last couple of weeks as well, since Bradley has been sacked, is he definitely was not helped by the players. Swansea have an awful team right now, whether you're a Swansea fan or not, and you will admit it or not. Swansea's team is not good enough for Premier League football at the moment, and that is full stop. The defence is not good enough. Realistically, in January, I think we need a whole new defence. My issue with Bob Bradley is, even with the bad team that we had, I still don't think that he was playing the right team or the best team. You know, like I said, even though he wasn't the best players, I still don't think he was playing the best team that he could have. That was my issue. The next issue I have regarding the Swans is, me and my friends were talking about it the other day, and it's like Swans have gone from this expansive, really nice football playing team, lovely one-touch passing football team. This could have been a red card here, Gabriel, on the recording. Sorry, I'm going off topic. But Swans used to be this brilliant passing team, and now it just seems like they've gone into this really defensive team. Like, every week I feel like they put a negative team out. They play with like 4 central midfielders. Like, they'll start the game with Cork, Fair, and Kee Sun Young. Cork, Fair, Kee Sun Young, and like Jay Fulton in midfield. And that's like 4 central midfielders. And I know Gylfi Sigurdsson kind of plays like left wing or whatever he plays, but he's still a central midfielder. I don't know what that goal was either by Boney. But it's negative. It may not be defensive, because defensively we're a shambles anyway. But in my opinion, it's just negative. Like, to go out and we only really play 2 attackers in, one winger, which is usually Wayne Routledge, and the striker. And it's like, why? Like, that system does not work. I don't get why that's being played. And surely Gylfi Sigurdsson, the best player in our club at the moment, you'd want to play him in his best position, just behind the striker. Am I stupid for thinking that? But anyway, that's my opinions on that. And the thing is like, Swans, as far as I've supported them and as long as I've known them, their wingers have always been the best assets to their team. Right back from when you started with like Tommy Butler and Andy Robinson, which is my first 2 that I remember. And then all the way through to like Nathan Dyer, Scott Sinclair, and like even when it was like Nathan Dyer, Routledge in the Premier League, Pablo Hernandez as well. Our wingers were always our best players, and I don't get why we're just playing with the one now. It doesn't make sense to me, especially when we've got one ready on the bench. I could understand if, there was only one possible to choose from, but I don't know. And I just feel it's sad, like, the way we've gone back, and we always play a very negative way of football now. Whereas in the past, like, I remember Michael Laudrup's team, he'd play Jonathan de Guzman in holding midfield. And he's not a holding midfielder, but that's just Laudrup's way of play. He wanted to attack. He wanted to essentially outscore the opponent and not play on defence. But I don't know, that's just my opinion. But yeah, I think realistically this transfer window, we've been linked with Michy Batshuayi. Obviously Fernando Llorente linked to go to Chelsea to meet back up with Antonio Conte. Personally, don't see why Chelsea are going after that transfer. And also, as much as I think it would be an amazing signing for Swansea to get Michy Batshuayi back on loan, I'm guessing the deal would be. But I just can't see Michy wanting to do that deal. And you can't blame him at the moment. I mean, this is something, like, Michy's a young footballer coming up, and I feel like with the Swansea team the way it is, it could damage his career more than it could do good. So I don't know, leave me know what you think about that. Like, obviously, Lukaku went out to West Brom and did absolute bits for them. He was really, really good. And I think Sturridge did the same when he went to Sunderland. But, I don't know, for me, Mitchie would be making a mistake in coming to us. As much as I hate saying that, like, that is so annoying to hear come out of my own mouth as a Swansea fan, but I can't see it coming. I did read briefly, not a very reliable source, but Holger Badstuber was linked to come to us. Obviously, Paul Clement from Bayern Munich. Again, I cannot see that happening. A loan deal is more of a probability than a complete transfer. But again, Badstuber is a good player. I can't see him coming to us. But what Clement does need to do is make additions in the Premier League if we want to stay up. I'm not sure. Apparently the board have given him about 30 million to spend. Hopefully that's true, because that's what we need. But yeah, I think a new defence is needed. I don't even know. We need a clear out realistically. I don't think it'll be done in January. To be honest, I don't think it'll get done next summer. But we just need a clear out of players that don't play for the team. I mean, like Keeson Young, Federico Fernandez, Amat. You know, I mean, sorry if these are players that you do like for Swans, but for me, just not Premiership quality. But yeah, I think that's. I could go on for about. I could make this video about an hour long, ranting about the Swans, but I'm hopeful. You know, I think Paul Clement obviously wasn't in charge against the Crystal Palace game, but still, you know, he got involved. He was on the touchline. He was commanding the players, I guess, to a certain extent. So I'm hopeful. I'm glad we lost against Hull in the FA Cup last weekend. I mean, it is embarrassing that we're losing to Hull, who I don't think are a very good football team. No offence if you're a Hull fan, but like, it's still not good, especially the team we played. We played a decent team. But I'm glad we got kicked out of the FA Cup. Now we can focus on the league. Just hopefully, Paul Clement will be able to make a couple of good signings. I don't think he'll really bring anyone in from Bayern, but just through the contacts he's made over the last couple of years, hopefully he'll bring in some experienced players, some players that can sort this mess out. But yeah, thank you for watching Season 2, Episode 8 of my Swansea City Career Mode. I will hopefully do these a bit more frequently, and there should be a Gylfi Sigurdsson Road to Glory episode out tomorrow. Thank you all for watching, and peace.